Hey, it's Andrew with Charlotte Content Marketing. We're at Great Wolf Lodge right now, but that is not going to stop me from keeping you up to date on all the latest in content marketing. So this is kind of interesting. Meta, which is comprised of Facebook and Instagram and I guess the VR platform as well, which is pretty cool. We do have a Quest 3 that we got about a year ago, and I gotta say, I really dig it. But that's besides the point. So Meta is in the AI arms race along with Google and OpenAI and X and everybody else under the sun. There's no escaping the onslaught of AI, which may or may not be a bad thing, but this was interesting. So I'm going to preface this by very quickly talking about the dead internet theory. The dead internet theory is basically that, or the belief that the majority of your interactions on a daily basis on the internet are with bots or automated content. So not actual people. So when you read a news story, the comment section, all of the comments, according to this theory, or the majority of these comments, are bots. Social media responses to news stories and posts and videos and things like that, again, bots. How much weight that actually holds, I don't know. I mean, people have done some loose studies on this kind of thing, and don't get me wrong, the bots are out there, bot farms and networks, automated content, obviously with AI now, but automated content has been an issue for many years now. So this story came out that Meta is gearing up to unleash a wave of AI-powered personas set to redefine Facebook's social engagement. So essentially, what's going on, what Meta is planning to do, according to the news that came out, is they're going to have fake AI users on Facebook and Instagram, and I guess maybe other Meta properties. And so these fake AI personas will have profiles, they will have profile pictures, they will update their profiles, they will interact with users, and it's kind of like it's bringing the dead internet theory to life. It's taking it out of the theory stage and putting it into the this is your reality now stage. From what I can tell, the reaction to this so far has been overwhelmingly negative. I think that based on my experience and based on the research that I've seen over the years, people are already wary about social media and the authenticity of social media and the potential for social media to cause inauthentic interactions and stuff like that. As you know, it's very easy to craft your perfect little persona by only showing the pictures that you want on social media and only talking about the happy things going on in your life. And unfortunately, sociologists and psychologists have done studies on that, and that can be detrimental, especially to teens and young adults. So whether this is going to be a good thing or not, I don't know. I mean, from my personal opinion, is that this is a bad thing for authentic interaction, obviously. It can be a good thing if Meta leans heavily into, look, this is no longer about connecting with friends and family and coworkers and stuff that Facebook and Instagram are meant to be just strictly you interacting with AI, interacting with bots, and you know, that's all good. If you're going into it knowing that's the case and that's what you're doing it, because you know, that kind of technology is cool. I'm having a conversation with a chat bot that can interact with you, that can learn about your likes and dislikes and talk about, you know, things that interest you, and hold an actual conversation. I mean, that's kind of cool. And I could see where For people who may be isolated or lonely, that may actually be a good thing from a psychological standpoint. On the other hand, that could be detrimental from a psychological standpoint because people may come to rely on these chatbots versus actually getting out. Particularly when we talk about mental health concerns like depression, this could foreseeably worsen things like that. So what does this mean for content marketing? What does this mean for your business going forward? I think that it means that authentic content will become even more valuable, that relying too heavily on AI, which I already think is a bad idea. But I think relying too heavily on AI means that your content and your brand will just get lost in the mix even further, and you're going to have a harder time connecting with customers. So I will continue to bang the drum of authentic, relevant content, helpful, informative content, valuable content that connects with customers, that connects with readers or users or viewers or followers or however you want to look at it. But the goal is to connect. Now, if you can use AI content to connect, if that's what works for your brand and your customers, then have at it. I'm never going to tell you don't use what works, but just in my experience over the past couple of years, I have yet to see many instances where AI content, whether we're talking about AI generated art, whether we're talking about AI generated text, where that kind of content has been lauded as creating any kind of a real emotional connection between customers and brands. I have, however, seen some absolutely atrocious attempts to use AI, and I'm certainly not going to call anybody out, but I have seen some horrid attempts, particularly when it comes to AI art, AI generated images. I have seen some downright hideous AI generated images. They've come a long way, and this was a while back, so perhaps it would be different today. But about 6 months ago, I've seen some people, some brands try to pass off AI content as genuine, and it was a very bad look. And for me personally, I lost a lot of respect for those brands. So I would advise against that. I'm not saying that you have to have 100% unique art and get graphic designers involved and all that kind of stuff. However, the cookie cutter stuff is running its course, and it's going to run its course at some point to where your brand just blends in, and best case scenario gets ignored. Worst case scenario, customers start to develop a bad taste in their mouth for your brand. And then you just have to do all the work that should have been done in the first place to catch back up. Is dead internet theory going to become a reality? Feel free to leave your comments below. And thanks for joining me. I'm going to get back to Great Wolf Lodge. I'm looking forward to a great 2025. Happy New Year. And I'll talk to you next time.